Hello there, and welcome to this week's edition of Craig's Boutique, the cinema released film we'll be reviewing this week in question is the newest film from Disney Animation Studio, Big Hero 6. Obviously, it follows on from Disney's previous animated films, Frozen, Wreck-It Ralph, and Tangled. All great films in their own way, I thought. I thought they were really good films. And this continues that trend. So where do we start? We will start with the main young character, Hero. He battles robots, but clearly he is cleverer than just being able to battle robots, so he's brought into the world of his brother, who attends a university that specialises in science and technology. He has lots of friends in this sort of little group of his, who have their all sort of unique qualities. They are four other friends of his in this little troop, if you will. His brother has designed this robot called Baymax, who is actually a health droid, and he's a big huggable robot, effectively. He's robot inside, but his outer skin is latex, so therefore soft and huggable, and therefore will not cause you any harm, which is perfect for a health droid. I won't say how he comes more into Hero's life more, because it's a bit of a plot spoiler. But effectively, this drives Hero to want to do better and do more and get into the university, so he designs some other tech, if you will, which results in a bit of a plot twist. I won't say obviously what it is exactly, but where should we go? The city that they actually live in is actually called San Fran, Tokyo. So it's San Fran, Tokyo. And as you may guess, it is actually a meld of San Francisco and Tokyo. And you can tell that from the design. They have just completely meshed the two cities. And it is beautifully designed, absolutely beautifully designed. Almost no corner or street corner, if you will, is left unturned in its detail. I actually got a shiver up my spine when I was actually watching it in the cinema from particular moments that I thought, wow, this is just ridiculously well designed and good, because no stone is left unturned. Brilliant designed and realised city. And yes, effectively, the main source of your story and laughs is coming from Baymax himself, and for a effectively monotone robot to do that in a film, hey, Disney have done it extremely well before with individual robots, as we all know with Wall-E. So they've got some experience in doing this. Obviously that's Pixar, not Disney, but there's still obviously links there. But they get so much humour out of this robot, it's unbelievable. There was numerous times I was actually in tears. My eyes were leaking water, if you will. Making it doesn't sound very good. And there's particular moments in the film where effectively Baymax's power is run out, and the way they portray him running out of power is that he's kind of drunk. So to a more of an adult audience, it's extremely well realised and really funny. There's some really good moments. I'm just laughing at it thinking about it now. Sorry, because you don't know what, even if you've seen the film already, I can't really explain what they are, because I don't want to spoil the laughs for you. So the comedy with Baymax is fantastic. What effectively happens later in the film is they come across this. I suppose he is a supervillain in a way, who has stolen Hero's original technology from this expo that was getting him into this college, and it's then Hero tracking him down and trying to defeat him and gain justice for that. And in that, these members of this scientific team that his brother worked with become part of that, and they effectively become a mini superhero team with their own qualities and funny lines indeed. Like I said, I don't want to go into it too much because it sort of spoils that certain aspects of it, but it's an extremely funny film. It's beautiful to look at. There's a great sort of some of the superheroes, some of these sort of hero score and soundtracks can be a bit samey, it's fair to say, but it's a really good. really good score. Like I said, really good score, great comedy in there. Scott Adsit as the voice of Baymax is just wonderful. He's really like he's just nailed it. He's absolutely nailed it, Scott Adsit. He just yeah, I don't know what to say other than that really. Like I said, you'll be going out the cinema, quoting lines and doing particular motions, if you will. I won't say what the motions are, like I say, it spoils it. Um, but yes, it's a great film. At the beginning of the film, I was a bit wary of what was going to be going on in terms of the plot. There's a big sort of, I won't say what is it. It doesn't quite go the way you think it's going to, in a way. But yeah, it's a wonderfully realised film. As we all know, it's the first Marvel property that Disney Animation Studios themselves have adapted. And having read up a little bit, I knew nothing about the comic book in question prior to going to the film. I watched the film first, and then I've researched the comic book itself. And although there was a general theme kept from the comic book, lots of changes have been made, and there's been a lot of freedom in terms of developing certain things more and pushing other things away. So obviously I can't judge it on its quality and relation to the comic book, but as a film, it's a great film. It's a great family film. Kids, there's so many moments for kids, but there's so many great moments for adults as well. It's almost like a silent humanist. Silent humanist? That doesn't make any sense either. But it's a truly wonderfully great film. And I'd go see it. You can go watch it with your friends. You can go watch it with your kids. You can go watch it with your family. It's the platform you can watch it with anybody, and you feel no guilt. It will appeal in some sort of way to you. It's a great film. So there we go. Big Hero 6, wonderful. Our classic film this week makes it a Sci-Fi Special. It is the historic, extremely quotable Predator. Now, Predator holds a special place in my film world and my heart as one of my favourite films. So I'm going to be extremely biased with this film, it's going to be fair to say. I think we all generally know the story. The initial scene from the film is a spaceship flies past Earth, a pod is released, and it lands on Earth. Don't see what it is exactly, that's all you see. Then you cut to Arnold Schwarzenegger, who is leading a elite team into a jungle to rescue some hostages that have been shot. There's a team of there's a secret US team that's been shot down, and also there's hostages been took, and it's expected that them trying to recover and find out what's going on with them. And in the process of that, they find out they are being hunted by what? What we don't really know. Not until far into the film, which is one of the best things about it, because you do not reveal him straight away, and that is always the best thing. And it's one of those few things as well, I must say, later on when this is revealed, when Predator is revealed, it doesn't ruin the film, which is incredible, because with lots of, I suppose it's because it's more action, I think, more than horror. With horror, it sometimes ruins it. And the reason why it doesn't ruin it as well is because of Stan Winston's creature work, which is just fabulous in this film. It's a fabulous design. People have copied it since. Yeah, what is more to say about that? Stan Winston does a fine job. The actor Kevin Peter Hall is just a mountain of strength and power, and we're saying we got a thesaurus on that one, shall I? Any more words I can think to describe that? So to have that up against a team led by Arnold Schwarzenegger that has Carl Weathers in there and Bill Duke and Sonny Landham. Forget the other guy as well. He was a wrestler, wasn't he, as well? Damn it! But and you think it should be a big boys' toys movie, if you will. Boys with guns. So it should only appeal to that. And although it is very much a action-orientated film, there's some really nice little bits in there. Some wonderful dialogue in between some of the characters, and like I said before, some of the most quotable lines you will ever hear in a film. And given the amount of films Arnold Schwarzenegger has done, that is something in itself. Oh yeah. What else can I say? Because I actually, the problem is I actually love this film. So I'm going. I can say I'm very biased towards it. Extremely quotable. Yeah, sure. There's a few bits that are a bit of cliched, but you know what? They're probably inventing those cliches at that moment in time. So, a bit is forgiven. Some great set pieces. Bill Duke. I love Bill Duke in this film. He just some of the coolest lines of dialogue, and he's just got something right about him. Bill Duke. Yeah, Bill Duke is wonderful in this film. Sonny Landham is the sort of brooding, but probably has a more emotion than you realise as Billy. Carl Weathers is he's the guy who's not originally on the team with Arnold Schwarzenegger, but he comes into his own, comes to the fore, becomes part of the team. Like I say, he's not the best acted, but it is one hell of a good entertainment film. If you don't like Predator, I don't know what I can do for you, really. I probably just insulted a lot of people there, but oh well. But yeah, I think, and in my opinion, Predator is a classic. Whether it's like I say, whether it's the Arnold Schwarzeneggerness about it, the wonder, I've not even mentioned John McTiernan, who was the director at that time before he went on to do Die Hard. This pretty much set him up for Die Hard. I mean, so it produces even better things from that. So, from the Schwarzeneggerness to the John McTiernan direction, there's some great quotable lines, brilliant creature work and performance work by Stan Winston creature work and Kevin Peter Hall in the acting part of that. And the effects, the effects for the film, like I say, other than the creature work, do stand up. There's one particular moment where it sort of comes out of the jungle, his image comes out of the jungle and it's a bit shaky, I must admit. But the majority of the film stands up to the test of time, and I think it just has all the hallmarks, in my opinion, of a classic. A sci-fi classic, a creature classic, a film classic. So, there we go. Predator. Like I say, I'm so biased, but I don't care. It's a wonderful film. I love it. We won't talk about sequels. I'll leave that there. Predator, classic film. Big Hero 6. Wonderful new film. It's been a very good week of watching those, I can tell you that right now. I've had a very good week. I must mention other films that I've actually seen this week. The Theory of Everything, the Stephen Hawking biographical film. I didn't expect to like it that much, but it's worth a watch. It is really worth a watch. It doesn't go for your heartstrings, which is refreshing. And what else is it? Oh, Ex Machina. I could have included that in my sci-fi, but I didn't. It was kind of a little bit ruined by people in the audience, but I won't go into that. It's more of a personal thing there for me, rather than you don't need to know about it. But Ex Machina has some interesting stuff going on there. Good week of cinema. Yeah, so I thank you. I thank you again for watching if you have, and I hope to see you next week in some way, shape, or form. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.